Seeing pictures of refugees from Syria, I'm sure you feel like me, quite powerless. Likewise, looking at the reality of life in Syria, where people face bombings and gunfire and destruction on a daily basis, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. As tough as these images are, it's really important that we understand the situation that caused people to flee for their lives. The kind of derogatory language that we heard right at the beginning of this crisis perhaps has faded a little, but it is beginning to come back into our conversations and our media coverage, and that dehumanises people and makes us forget that this is real life, real people. Mothers, fathers, children, entire families who are desperate for a better way of life, free from violence and oppression, free from fear. They need our help. Christian Aid, its partners and local churches here are taking action both across Europe and locally. But we know that the only real solution here is a political one. And there are 4 aspects of that I want to share with you today. Firstly, what is needed here is a peaceful solution to what's going on in the region. The UK has a vital role to play in bringing all the parties involved around the negotiating table and really hammering out a deal. People, innocent people, caught up in the crosshairs of violent conflicts like this deserve nothing less. Secondly, there's the issue about cross-European agreements about dealing with the issue of refugees. The recent decision by the EU leaders to accept 120,000 people seeking refuge is one to be really welcomed. But it is only a start. It's an important start, but it is only a start. It's really vital that the UK government engages in cross-European agreements around developing appropriate strategies. Developing a relocation and resettlement strategy that's fair, that's balanced, that's mandatory and that's adequately funded. It's a vital part of this story. The UK has a really strong tradition of opening its doors to people in need throughout history, and we really hope that this can be built upon. The 120,000 people whose lives will be saved and whose lives will be changed by this is just the start. Thirdly, the UK must take its fair share of vulnerable Syrian refugees who are living in the region. The 20,000 that's been mooted so far over 5 years is really inadequate. The UK needs to develop safe and legal routes by which those people who want to seek asylum from the region can do so. And this must be done quickly, not over a period of 5 years. Finally, it's really important that politicians hear your voice. It's our voices that give them permission to act compassionately in our name. So please, write to your MP to ask for a fair and humane response to this crisis, both here in the UK, across Europe, and of course, in the region. People in desperate need deserve our solidarity and our support.